One of the things that normally surprises me the most about the world we live today is how short-sighted we are in our daily lives. I'm not gonna say that our world, which is culturally and socially forcing us or helping on the bad sense us to see things as a short run from today on, is a worse world than the one that other people, ancient people, lived. But I think it's not true. The world has always been a place of challenges, of suffering, of poverty, and I think the challenges we have today are not better than or not worse than not having access to antibiotics, and it's not worse than diphtheria or tuberculosis or measles. Just on the last century, they used to have dildos for hysteria as a treatment. So I'm not gonna fall in this kind of topical vision, but at the same time I'm gonna say that the challenges we have today are powerful, are big harm if we don't face them consciously and with a conscious mind, with a right vision and straight focus of your mind. I'm gonna give you today an example, a financial example, which I think is the most paradigmatic one, because it's easy to see and it helps us to see how important it is to plan everything in your life with humility and with persistent action kept during a long period of time. I'm gonna give you the traditional compound interest financial example. If you constitute a retirement capital today for just $100 today, and if you are 30 years, when you retire at the age of 65, you will probably have about $1,250 per month during 10 years for your retirement. If you have a 7% interest, which is not hard to get today with an investment fund. This is so important because everyone is warning about the fact that in the future retirement will be probably different. We don't know if it will be there, but some say the retirement money will disappear when you and I are older. Probably it will not, but for sure it will be different as we know it today. So it is really an important thing to take into account today. So we should be preparing everything for the future. And I can tell you, probably 80-90% of the people is not having a conscious stance at this, and obviously it's not preparing anything for the future, because the world we want to live today, the world other people helps us to live today, is another world. It's a world that in which everything you have must be spent and enjoyed today, because we don't know what will happen on the future. And if we think it's quite common and quite easy to think and to know what will happen in the future. The fact is that that planning is so important that if you constitute this capital just 10 years before, if you constitute a capital for 45 years, not for 32 years at this interest rate, you simply double the amount you will have ready and available for you at this time. and if you do it at the age of 20, you will have like 2,500, and if you do it at the end of 10, or even if your father and your mother just save $50 each when you are born, you probably will have 10,000 when you retire, and 10,000 a month during 10 years, or maybe 5,000 a month during 20 years, which is a big amount, and it's just another life. It's just another future, another sightseeing, another environment for your life. So this is the power of good decisions. This is the power of good actions done and executed persistently, constantly, during a big amount of time, and its power is so big, and it's also that big when you do wrong things, and the power of bad actions and bad thoughts and bad decisions kept during a long time is as big and as powerful as the power of the right ones. So I would like to transfer this kind of perspective, because we pay a big price for bad habits, for bad customs and bad emotions, and we normally underestimate what we can do in a year, and normally overestimate what we can do in just a month. And we normally start in the gym and think that in just 2, 3, 6 months we're gonna be Mr. Olympia champions, but probably we drop out at the 6 or month number 7, and probably we don't understand that maybe after month number 12 we are really getting the prizes and the results we want, but we normally drop out before, and maybe sometimes just 2 or 3 steps before getting results. So think about it, train it, and especially probably you will be surprised when realizing that it starts more importantly with a decision, with a thought. When you start seeing everything the right thing, executing it is really easy, because everything on you is aligned with your objective. And reflect on this, and perhaps if you want to start seeing the power of little things, repeat it again and again, and with a good planning on your mind. Have a nice week. We will see us next week. Bye bye.